What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the paint along, hobby along series that you put on in the background whilst you do your hobbying, painting, or whatever it is you're doing. And you need a little, I don't know, background white noise kind of thing. It's also a good way to get multiple models done, like on production line type of painting systems. Yeah, anyway, so and it's the first on the bench of 2025, so we get one in January. Unusual, because January is very, very, very busy for me. So but we're here. So like I say, what it is, you paint along with me. I talk about a load of stuff, nonsense and general chit chat. And, by the end of the session, we've got a little bit more done on our hobbies. So, without further ado, grab your glues, brushes, paints, models, whatever else you need. Sort yourself out. And let's get down to some hobby time. Right, so to start things off, I want to put some Balthazar gold on the armor trims of these the last 4 Chaos Space Marines I have to do that on, and I want to get that done because I want to get this batch done, so that I can move on and not feel too guilty about leaving things undone. Now, the thing is, I've always had a habit of doing that, waiting till I'm finished. I can't say to myself, I can't move on until I finish this. And what happens is I end up shelving them, essentially, mothballing the projects, and that's not good. So I do want to finish this this little section I've got here. I'm going to put some airbrush thinner on this Balthazar gold because metallic. I find thinners work better when thinning them down. It's just my own personal preference. Nothing of what I do is like me saying to you guys, oh, this is how you should do it. I'm just showing you how I do it. Right. Looping brush done. Oh, let's see if I can put another bit of light, get a little bit of light on the subject here. I don't know. That's the trouble. There. A bit more light. Here we go. Didn't seem to make a lot of difference, but hey, we'll try. Right, so how was your Christmases? I hope they were good. Mine was good in the sense that it was quiet. A nice, quiet Christmas. Gone are my days of running around visiting everybody on the same day, and before you know it, the day's gone. For me, Christmas is about quiet time in with family, watching movies, just chilling, not having to go anywhere or be anywhere or do anything. And fortunately, my family is kind of my close immediate family, at least is of similar mindset. Because you know what it's like if you say you go visit someone, like you say you visit your brother, for instance, and you'll have to visit your sister, and you'll have to visit this person, that person, and for years and years and years, it's always been me and us that have had to go around. But now I'm of the age I'm like, I'm tired now. I need to rest on this time off. And what better way than chilling out in front of the TV? Watched all the Jurassic Park movies and Jurassic World movies. I really enjoyed them. I didn't think I was going to. I'll be honest. I didn't think I was going to, but I did, and I'm grateful that I tried them, gave them a go. Yeah, really cool. So it renewed my interest in dinosaurs again. Oh, and this month I've got so many medical appointments to go to, it's untrue. I've had to download a special app to keep track of them all. And it's all, well, the majority, 99.9% of them are all to do with the post-seizure treatment. See, my hand is shaking a little bit here holding this, but not as much as it was. I really don't think it is as much as it was, which is good. So that means to me it's getting a bit better, I would say. Now, of course, I'll have to go over the black again because where I've gone too far with the gold, but that's a thing that happens, you know. This is a starter brush from Citadel. It's not bad, I've had worse ones. But anyway, yes, I digress. How was your Christmases? Like I say, mine was good. I hope you didn't have too stressful a time. It can be a very stressful time for many, many people. And I should know, I've been there, you know. I've had my fair share of stressful Christmases from when I was a youngster. But when I was a kid, they were fantastic. All of my Christmases were fantastic. My parents made sure of that. And I really am grateful for that. So they give me such good memories of it all. Right. New Year. I've never really been that much of a New Year fan. You know, I'm not into drinking, staying up late partying and all that sort of stuff. Never really been my thing. So there's nothing really much to report on that. Although that said, I am glad to see the back of 2024. Cool, that was an awful year. But did get Dylan, so I'm truly thankful for that. My family does feel a bit more complete with him. Sorry, this is a very intricate part which I'll have to go over again because of, like I say, my hand is still a bit shaky. Not as bad as it was. Bad enough though. God. Right. I've got the first 3 Jurassic Parks, the trilogy, on Blu-ray now, so glad about that. I like the fact that this guy's chest plate is quite exposed here. That's good. Unfortunately, this month, as I say, I've got a lot of medical appointments to go to hospitals and things. It means a lot of driving. Unfortunately, my wife has to drive me, as I can't. I'm not allowed now to drive myself, so that's a bit of a shame. But you know, that, as I've said on other videos, I get why it's got to be that way. You just miss it when you've been driving all your adult life, you know. I like these skull emblems here, it's pretty cool. I've just made a video on some of the projects I've got coming up for 2025. So I'll be able to edit that together and get that up onto YouTube soon. So you'll have seen that by now. To start getting some traction going this year with my videos. I'm not going to worry so much about having to get videos out every week and whatever else now. Just when I'm able to and I'm feeling good, just try and make the best video I can at the time, There. That's good. Yeah, so I've got 4 guys to do on this Balthazar Gold, this initial stage of Balthazar Gold anyway. That is good. So my next appointment is Monday. It's Saturday today. So I literally go back to work again. I mean, I was at work this last week, but I'll go back to work after this weekend, Monday. And I've got to leave here at about 8:45, something like that, just to get to the hospital. It takes quite a while to get to the hospital from here, but no more so, funnily enough, than it did in Plymouth, and Plymouth was a lot closer. Yeah, I get these stages done on these Marines. I want to get to the stage where I can put some shade wash on them, and I'm not going to do that until I'm happy with all the metallics, etc. I mean, this guy's going to need actually, he might not. He might need a couple more bits of silver on him, but this Balthazar Gold, once I've done the shade wash, where it's like something like Agrax Earthshade or brown wash, whatever it may be, I can then start putting highlights on. Just a bit I really enjoy. The reason I enjoy it is because it really makes the figure pop. Yeah, right, I got a skull on his right knee, but so whether I probably will do it. Yeah. The weather yesterday was lovely. After work, freezing cold, but lovely. I thought, this could be snow weather, but it's not what the app says, and it's not what we've got. So, but it wouldn't surprise me if it changed at the last minute, drop of a hat thing, Very cold today, though. I was out training with Dylan earlier, and it's like a training session that we only need to walk to a certain place, and it only takes 10 minutes, but it's the longest 10 minutes of your life when you're freezing cold. Gotta stop shaking. keep seeing bits I've missed. So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I did a video on what some projects I'm going to be doing, or some videos I'm going to be making in the new year. But I like to wonder to myself, what other things is this year going to bring me, hobby wise? Maybe a steady influx of subscribers, and that's fine. You know, I enjoy gaining subscribers. I have such a varied content base, you know. I think I'm going to call him done on that. I think so. Yeah, maybe. I'm just looking at some others. I'm going to pop him over to one side a minute. Let's do this big fella. He'll ultimately have a lot more goldy bits to do. Actually, I'll put him over there. I'll still keep these separate from the main group until I've tidied them up a bit. Oh, it's great to be making videos again though. I've got a nice lot of stuff on my retirement shelf. I might start using some of it up now, which is essentially what I'm doing here. Rather than buying more models, just utilize what I have. Probably will. I mean, there's so many other things I'm into hobby-wise. So hobby-wise, I love building and painting miniatures, as you know. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be here now. I love role-playing games of all manner of role-playing games, from sci-fi to fantasy. Yeah, from classic D&D to the latest indie role-playing game. And I really have a strong like for retro games, video games, handheld games, you name it, or anything else retro for that matter. Anything that comes from my childhood era. I think it's the best way to describe it. And looking at some of the stuff I've got, when I just sit there and look at it and hold it physically in my hands, it takes me back. I have similar feelings, and I remember how I felt about the games when I was a child, you know. Some of them were games I wanted but didn't have, but did play on, you know. So this was my third Christmas here. It's Eton. It's been great. You know, I've had this pain in my knee for some time now. I actually went to see the doctor about it yesterday. He's ordered set of he's ordered X-rays and that, but looking at my history, I've had arthroscopies on both knees and all this kind of stuff, and some of the way the symptoms present themselves, he suspects it's arthritis, so and he also said, you could be looking at, he said, I'm not saying definite, he said, but you could be looking at needing a new knee in the future. Oh wow, like Bionic Man, my brother's had he's had a new knee, I think. It's not been, knee operations aren't easy to live with when you're healing because of how much you rely on your knees. Take me, for instance, I would need to rely on my wife to take out Dylan. Well, she did when I was in hospital, to be fair, but she would have to do it a lot longer. That's the only thing that worries me. Well, basically my plan is to try and stay on my feet, my own knees, as long as possible. So I want Dylan to be sublimely behaved if and when that time comes. So I'm not going to worry too much. Not only that, I don't want to be taking too much more time off of work because I can't afford it. Who knows, might even be retired by then, and then it won't matter so much. Don't shake, I kind of need that. There we go. It's a good colour scheme. Gold and black, I think. It just gets a bit monotonous when you're painting it, which is why these on the bench videos are so good and useful. But it's also why I don't want to be doing all my chaos models before I select a different project. The ones I'm currently doing, if I finish them, will be more than enough to keep me going in the present, here and now. Like I say, Kill Team, Space Hulk, Lost Patrol. That's kind of what I want to use them for in the near future. See, this is a Terminator I'm doing now, and it just looks brilliant when you put in the gold on. You turn your model, you look at a different angle at the model. You just think, wow, look at that. And you can visualize how it's going to be. Well, nearly half an hour in. Yeah, nearly half an hour in. I should be able to get at least another one of the models done, even if it's not all of them. theoretically I could get another 2 done, but you know, it's a big ask and it puts pressure on yourself. This model's going to take longer because he's a Terminator. He's got more fiddly bits on him. Yeah. He's definitely got a lot of fiddly bits. He's definitely going to need a lot of touching up with Abaddon Black. Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to stretch my leg out. My poor arthritic leg. Be nice to be out of pain. Although I suspect be in a lot of pain before it gets better. Gets worse before it gets better, as they say. Yeah, the skull on his right knee as well. I'll have to check the other guys, see if they got skulls that I might have missed on their armor plating. Yeah. Yeah, that looks quite good. It's very good, actually. Yeah, so this Christmas was very good, very nice. I'm hoping the next Christmas will be as well. I was going to say next year then, but it's not as this year, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I'll be glad to get my leave again. I could start booking for holidays. Holidays are good. I think we may have broken the back of it on this one. Broken the back of it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do one. Which one? This one or this one? I think this one looks challenging. I'm going to do his whole shoulder pad gold, not just the trims, the whole thing. Whole kit and caboodle. There we go. There. That looks pretty smart actually, that. I quite like that. That looks good, that whole shoulder pad, doing it like that. I'll just do the trim on the other one. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of touch up on these guys, but you know, looks good. Oh dear. There's been a lot of shops moving around where I live at the moment in the town centre. Like one shop moving from one place to another in the same town. Lots of change going on, and so makes it feel fresh with the new year as well, I think. I'm talking about New Year though, I mean, it might just be me on this one, but does anyone else find it weird? Does it seem weird? I mean, New Year in like the middle of winter. To me, it would make much more sense to have New Year in like the spring, when things are like nature's waking up and you know things coming back to life and all that. That would make much more sense to me. It's odd. Seems weird. But, you know, go with what they say. Right, just do the gauntlet or something here. Right, there we go. I suppose it'll be Easter eggs next, won't it? In the shops. They've probably already got them out the back. I used to work in retail, so I know how it works. I'll be chuffed with these videos I've been making today. If I could get another video done tomorrow, that would make 3 videos that I've made today. Sorry, this weekend. Not that that's the kind of thing I want to. I'm not that I'm aiming for it, but it just feels good to be able to do it. I think I should get my tutorial video planned and filmed next. Doing a tutorial. The last tutorial I did just before Christmas actually was on how I prep metal miniatures these days, because you know techniques change over the years, and I did it. I'll show you. I did it on this guy here. Yeah. I don't want to do a tutorial on how I'm painting him, because I'm going to be using him obviously because he's a out of production old school metal miniature, so I want to use him for my role playing D&D. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Old school, cannot beat it. Yeah, definitely a lot of touch up to do. Don't mind though, because when I'm talking to you guys doing this, time goes by quite quickly. It really does. Yeah, just a little bit on the bottom of his right foot now. You know, I'm looking forward to the summer again. I'll be able to sit here, the sun will be streaming through the blinds, the lighting will be so much better. I think I'm gonna... Oh, no, I better do the outside of there. Doing his backpack at the moment. Very intricate parts. Yeah. Yeah, the skill with this one is going to be when I do the touch-up, I think. Right, I'll leave that as it is for now. Let's wash that brush out. That does leave one guy here, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to have 20 minutes. Yes, I will have time. He's making time. This is pretty impressive stuff. Very impressive. Come on then. Come on then, you want to do it. Doing his whole right shoulder pad as well. Not out of laziness, because it genuinely looks really cool. One solid gold shoulder pad. I think it does anyway. My models, my army, my squad, my channel, my rules, so I can have him how I want. And I am trying to do this a little bit quicker than the norm. Let's do your gauntlet 2. My phone's gone off, I just need to double check. Oh, come on, do come on. Doesn't recognise my face with my glasses on. Bear with me, guys. Mrs. Minnie was in saying she's going to feed the guys, meaning Lucian and Dylan. And that's fine. Oh, yeah. Right, let's kick this into touch. I can hear Lucian crying from down here. From up here, sorry. He's downstairs. Yeah, gold. So I'm doing Black Legion also. I mean, I could have done any Chaos faction, but I wanted to do Black Legion because I want to use the same models for my recreation of the Fall of Cadia. I've already got Abaddon, and he's already painted, but you know, rather than, because I've got to try and conserve space as well these days. I've got so many models, so much stuff, you know. Right, so that's that. Right, so let's do his other leg. Yeah, the next thing I do will be touching these guys up with Abaddon Black. Yeah, but like I said, I can use them for the same project. I can use the same models for different reasons then, you know. Not just as display, but gaming too. I'm thinking of setting up, getting some rules for doing a mock-up of the Fall of Cadia, because I've got enough Astra Militarum, I think, to do such a thing. I might get ChatGPT to kind of feed me some house rules on how I can play a scenario solo out of it, because such a unique, unusual thing to do, and that's what I might do. I might get ChatGPT to do some rules for me, some custom rules, and as it'll be like a one-off thing, I think that'll be fine to do. Right, let's do his shoulder pad. Do that there. Yeah, I'm trying to accumulate a few more Nintendo Game and Watch games that I had when I was a child. I've got one. I've got Donkey Kong 2, and I've also got Donkey Kong 1, but not the original game. I've got it on the Nintendo DS, so I can play the game. And I must admit, on the DS it plays almost identical to how the game itself played. To me, that's pretty cool as well. Oh, come on. I thought I'd done all this. Oops, went a bit too far there. Yeah, it's going to be all about the cutting in with the bad and black. I'm on the last gauntlet now. Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Right, so I'm going to, wow, 49 minutes. I'm going to end it here. Wow, just still washing up my brush. I'll get a bit of soap on there. Yeah, so I did the 4 Chaos Marines, or the 3 Marines and the 1 Terminator. All good. So thanks for joining me on this episode. It's been smashing. A whole video. Look at that, look. A whole video. Thanks ever so much for joining me. I will see you guys on another video. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.